What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna go over 5 items that I purchased, and they're very inexpensive and items you're gonna continuously use over and over and be happy that you actually used it either off-roading or going camping. Let's get it. First one's a small pack of tools. You're gonna wanna have sockets and a wrench just in case you need to use it if you were to break down on the road, a bottle jack, things like that that you normally have in the car, but you wanna have your sockets with some screwdrivers. I'd highly recommend using something like that just because of the fact that you never know when you're gonna have to do something on the trail, and it does come in handy. A couple weeks ago, we went up into Washington BDR 3 and 4, and my e-brake for some reason was compressing the e-brake while we're driving, so the tire was getting really hot. And so what we basically did was we took it apart, decompressed it, put the tire back on, and then got on our way. If I didn't have the tools, I would have been kind of SOL. The second is a shunt that goes on the tire, releases air because you're gonna wanna air down when you go on these trails, anything from rock to like really traverse roads. Basically, rule of thumb, if you're gonna be just on a gravel Forest Service road, you're gonna do something like 20 PSI. If you're going down to like snow or really slick stuff, you wanna get down to about 10 if you don't have bead lock. I wouldn't go less than 10 personally. A lot of people go 10 to 12 within that range. But having these things, especially the ones that you don't have to screw on, so it's a 2-piece, which will be listed in the description below. Basically, it screws on together. One of them you set the PSI to, and then the other one just lets you kind of just like push the button and put it right on the tire. Releases the air exactly to what PSI you want it to go. You put it on, you walk away. This is a very cheap option. The more expensive is you get like something like Morphlate and go that route where you can put them on all 4 tires and it releases. But this is the cheap, easy, quick. You don't have to unravel your Morphlate. Put it right on, boom, you're done. Unclip, you're ready to go. The next one I really like is a motion light. So I put Velcro on the top of my Sherpa roof rack on both sides. It's a solar panel light bar that actually lights up with motion, and it's very sensitive. And what I do during the day is I'll have the solar panel on like the hood of my car, just kind of baking in the sun, charging up the panel itself. And then what I'll do is I'll clip them on, turn it on, depending on the brightness you want, on both sides. That way in the middle of the night, if you're out there by yourself, anything that goes around, whether it's an animal or hopefully not a human being that's walking into your campsite in the middle of the night, it'll turn on and scare whoever it is away. Or if you're like me and sleep very lightly, it'll wake you up. The next one's not for everybody, but it works for me. On my rooftop tent, I have a glow-in-the-dark grip paper on my ladders itself, and you have to cut it yourself, put it on. The roll's really inexpensive. Basically what that does is I wear my shoes while I'm going up the ladder, and then I have like a little bag that I put my shoes in because nobody wants a tent that's dirty, but at night. And it just helps if it's either slick with ice or rain. You do not want to slip off of your rooftop tent, especially in the middle of the night. Just that extra grip does help. If you're the type of person that's walking barefoot on your tent, which I've heard some people do, I would not advise this because this will and can hurt if you scrape it the wrong way. It's like basically like sandpaper, so just be careful with that. And it's easier to see from far away if you don't have the light on as well. Last item, but very important, shovel. Especially Fisker shovel. These are about 30, 40 bucks. They're not that expensive. They will get you out of a pinch. You can use them to dig a fire pit if there's no fire ban in process. If you get stuck in the sand, dirt, mud, you name it, snow, you can use it to shovel your way out. Full size is preferred because you do not want a short shovel. Your back will thank you for that. And the fact that you being able to use that shovel for a multitude of things, because it's full metal, you don't have to worry about it snapping with the piece of wood. I had one of those shovels before. If you need to move coals around when you do have a fire, you can use this shovel without any problems. And pretty much a shovel is just, it should be in your car. Even if it's a small one, you should have something that can help you dig out of any scenario. I usually say a shovel is better than a recovery board, just because you can always dig around and you can put a rock down if you need it. So that is why I would recommend the shovel. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. I hope you got some type of knowledge that would help you get a piece of gear that would help you out. What are inexpensive pieces of gear that you would recommend to me? Put it in the comment below. And if you learned anything, I'd really appreciate you smash that subscribe button, write a comment, hit like, share it to your friends. Really helps out the small channel. We are moving, so it does look a little bit chaotic in the back. So this will be my last video for a little while, I believe, unless I can make something on the road. But until next time,